Hey everyone, welcome back to our magical garden. Here is a quick update on our backyard gardening. Let's start with our garlic beds. Look at how the garlic is growing, and there is methi in between garlic rows. I had to cover it with net because there is a rabbit family that lives in our backyard that also loves our greens. This is chukakura that is growing in the container. I think I shared this in my short video last time also when the chukakura was really small. This is growing well and ready to harvest, but I think I will let it grow for 2 more weeks before I start harvesting, and I can continue to harvest this until mid of June. And this is next batch of methi that is growing in these stackable pots. I had to move this pot onto the table because of the rabbits. And this is our spinach. When you saw the spinach, it was really small 2 weeks ago. This is now ready to harvest, growing really well. That's the reason I love Giant Noble variety. The leaves are so big and it tastes sweet. This is another container. We have the spinach growing in this container also. And here we have our next batch of chukakura that is growing in ground. Okay, now here is the garlic from a different view. As you can see, it's growing really good and becoming tall. And this is our cilantro container. Again, this was also captured in our last short video when it was really small. Now we already have started using some of this cilantro in our everyday cooking. And this is porcelain container, and this is the update on our red radishes. And here is our onion bed. I think this is the first thing that we started this season. I already have a short video posted where I was planting the onions, and they're all growing really good. The onion bulbs have not started forming yet, and in this bed I think I kind of mixed everything. You can see kale, cabbage, some red cabbage and green cabbage, and in the back you see our cucumbers. This is an Indian variety, Kira, Pune Kira variety. So I just planted them in the back so that I can use a trellis to grow them. Okay, next to the cucumbers, you see the carrot row. I have 3 different varieties of carrots, and here some beetroots. And this is our next batch of cilantro that is trying to separate cool weather crops from ginger. Yeah, that's the ginger that we started indoors and transplanted into this raised bed a week ago. Okay, in the raised bed right next to it, we have not filled it up yet. I started some seeds like gongura and cucumber which have not germinated, but these two plants are vining variety of Indian broad beans. And in the next raised bed, this is basically our tomato bed. We did plant some basil and some bell peppers into it, but mostly tomatoes. So this is going to be our main Indian tomato bed. And the bed right next to it, this is all okra. This is going to be our main okra bed. The plants that you see in there are the okras that I started indoors and transplanted it here just 2 days ago. But you also see some actual direct seeded okras that are popping out, those small tiny little green leaves that you see. Okay, and in the bed right next to it, in the back that you can see are cucumbers, another variety of cucumbers. I had to plant a lot of cucumbers because my kids love cucumbers. And these tiny little seedlings that are just coming out are cluster beans. That is our Indian guar beans that we call. I also have some growing in the trays that I will be transplanting, but these are direct seeded cluster beans. And in the bed next to it, I have the bush variety of Indian broad beans. I had to cover it with net again because rabbits seem to like the bean variety of plants a lot. Okay, as I mentioned in my short video last time, I was going to add 2 more raised beds in this location, right? So here they are. Those are the 2 new raised beds. In total, now I have 7 raised beds. I have to see how I am going to squeeze in all my summer vegetables into these 7 raised beds. And I do have some small in-ground beds. Maybe I can utilize some space in between the garlic rows also, because garlic will be gone by July. Did you see all those trees now back with the leaves? Those are my beautiful views in the backyard, fully covered with full privacy. And here I have daikon radishes that are going fine in between these garlic rows. Okay, that's all for this video. See you all in another video. Until then, happy gardening.